everyone, how are you guys today? Well, it is Saturday and the new year is, or the, not new year, the new month is starting soon. Okay, so this is what I have coming up. I am going to be using the Frank Hearts Me, and she included this. I don't know if I'm going to need it, but I'll put it down anyways. I mean, it's not going to hurt, right? So, I figured we would go ahead and get December done. December starts next week, so I figure get it done now. That way I don't have to worry about it next week. So, I'll go ahead and put this on now that I'm holding it in my hand, and then I will show you the kit, because I just realized I didn't do that. It's like, hello, I have forgotten to show you the kit. I know I showed it in my last haul video, but I have not showed it since, and my haul video is still on my camera, so it'll probably be going up right about the same time. So this is the main sheet, and then you have your sidebar stuff, all the things to mark off times, and then your date dots and things. So I'm going to put this down because it gives it. So I'm thinking that it's probably because the area is so light that you'll probably be able to see through it. It's my best guess, at least, as to why we have a white strip. So this last week was Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all of the festivities that go along with those days. Well, let me tell you, I spent entirely too much money this weekend. Oh, nope, not coming off. Okay. I spent entirely too much money this weekend, so you're going to see a lot of hauls. What I'm thinking about doing is just doing them like one haul at a time. And so some stuff will be getting here sooner than later, and some stuff will be like, I got the advent calendar that Elle from the Glam Planner did. Wow, this is like terrible. Okay, so Elle from the Glam Planner is doing a Christmas advent calendar. And the whole point is that we all open one day at a time leading up to Christmas. Oh my gosh. It starts on December 13th or something. And then you get one day as you go. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Okay, so me and talking don't work so well. Okay, so those done. But I'm not really sure how it's going to work just yet. But I figure we'll figure it out together. I have no idea where to put this. Alright, so we have January. We'll put down here in the corner. I have no idea when Hanukkah starts. Oh, hey, look at that! Hanukkah and Christmas are at the same time this year. That almost never happens. Hey. That's pretty interesting. Sorry. So I don't know how that's going to work just yet. I think I'll just go as I'll give you guys hauls as I go. And so I want to do a lot of travel in here. So we have Christmas Eve and Hanukkah starting. So we'll put Hanukkah there. Winter begins on the 21st. And then we have Christmas Day here. I was going to say something, but I can't remember now. It's all gone. Alright, okay, so I have my list of travel days sitting right here. and we have different days for different things. And so we have a fly out day. I grabbed these to go with it. Of course, that one's all dinged up now. We have a bunch of flights in here. So we're gonna fly out on the 5th. And let's mark this one with purple because this is one of our first fly days. So we're going to be in Vegas on the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And then we're going to fly again on the 8th. Let me zoom you out just a little bit because it's a touch too close. Okay. I'm going to cover this one up. I'm not sure what I put there just yet, but I'm going to cover that thing up because it's going to drive me nuts if I don't. I've got a couple of these things, so I'm going to put a couple of them in. I'm going to hop from Vegas to Washington. And we're going to be in Washington on the 8th, 9th, 10th, like halfway through next, and then rest of next week. We were talking about stickers a minute ago, weren't we? Alright, so I have a small haul on the same card that I'm using right now. I will get that up. It's 4 different shops. One of them was actually a pretty decent size haul. Sorry, I'm reading my notes because I have another plane flight in here. Alright, so since this one's is kind of jacked up, I'm not going to use that one. And then we're going to fly out of Washington on the 14th. And we're going to go back to Vegas. We're going to be in Vegas for 1 day. Yeah, flying out on the 14th. I'm trying to remember what days, because I have them written down, but I have it kind of cryptically written down. I have just the days we're going to be in certain areas. Okay, and then we're going to fly out again. We'll use the big one this time because we're going to go a lot farther. On Thursday, and we will pick a new color. And here we're going to be in New Orleans for the 15th, the 16th, the 17th, and we come home on the 18th. And then we go home. There. We're driving home from New Orleans, and it's only a couple hours away. That is a very, very full middle of the month. All right, so we have 4 flights and 1 car ride. We have rental cars to deal with in there. We're going to be in Washington on those days, which is home for us. My son's birthday is here. Okay, so we have the basics done. and that is going to drive me crazy. And since we don't have anything going on those days, I'm going to cover them up. Okay, so I have 4 shops on this card right now that need to be downloaded. And then I also have a couple of more coming. And so as of last night, I started getting notifications that all of my things were coming in for my Black Friday sale stuff. And so that's what I've got quite a few things. I went really, really overboard on Black Friday. And so I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time doing hauls for that stuff. But I don't want to do it all at one time because it's going to be slightly ridiculous if I do. So my thought is that I will do them as they kind of come in, and I'll do like 3 or 4 at a time. And then I will post that, and then I will wait for the next 3 or 4 to come in, and then I'll post that, and so on and so forth. Some of them are going to be a lot bigger, like Sweet Kawaii Designs is one of my bigger ones. Glam Planner is one of my bigger ones. We'll just kind of move along from there. Okay, so I'm going to do a reminder header, a monthly to-do header, because I know there's going to be stuff that we're going to have to remember to do, or things are going to come up. Luckily, we have all of our flight done, and we have our cars scheduled, and we have our hotels done. And then I'll put busy bits down. That way we'll cover all of our bases for this one. So we have monthly to-dos, reminders, and then busy bits. So whatever else I need to put in here. Unfortunately, I don't tend to use these very often. I use them for like big things like our events, but I don't usually use the sidebars very much unless there's something in particular that I'm trying to plan out. All right, and then because of this one, I want to put the little travel time down. I think that's funny. And I will put all of my actual travel itinerary information on the weekly. And then we have New Year's Eve, which took me a minute to understand what the heck this said. Alright, so we have snow days and party time left over. I'm going to go ahead and put the party time down for New Year's. I don't know if it's going to happen because we're going to be so busy. We actually leave again at the beginning of January, which will be in a whole new planner. Alright, so next we have appointments, bills, and these little dudes. I think these little dudes are going to have to wait for something else because I don't think I'm going to be able to use them in here. That's a lot of traveling. Alright, I have all my date dots down, and let's see, there's a couple other little things on here. So we have a payday sticker, and we get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month, so put one there, and one here. This one will have to go on the bottom a little bit because I put the plane on the top. So there's one here and one here. And the next one will be like on, I don't know how that's going to work. Probably this week I'll probably get paid again, somewhere around the very end of the month. Because of New Year's Eve, and New Year's Day is a holiday and on Sunday, and if that happens, it's usually Friday that we get paid. So I'll go ahead and mark it. So we'll probably get paid on Friday because of the holiday. We're not doing any TV stuff, but the garbage comes every Thursday, and so we'll make sure we put it out before we leave, and then we'll put it out for this one as well. there's no point in worrying about that one. This week it came on Friday because of the holiday. I don't have any appointments for the vets or anything like that right now. I know that we pay our bills. We're paying some of our bills on the 1st, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down as a reminder for the bills. The rest of our bills, it kind of depends on when they come in. We try to pay most of them on the 1st. And I think that's about it. We don't need any more of those for right now. Our car will hopefully get to go bye-bye soon. And here's the rest of our little things. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and write down everything, and I'll be right back to show you the last little bit of it. Alright, there we go. That's the rest of it. So we're flying to Vegas. We're going to be in Vegas for a couple of days. Flying home to Washington. Going to be in Washington for almost a week. This is to say all of our goodbyes and see our family before we move to Guam. We're going to fly back to Vegas because that was the cheap way to do it. We're going to stay there overnight. We're going to fly to New Orleans, be there for a couple of days, and then drive home to Florida. Then we have my baby's birthday. It's going to be 16. Sweet 16. We have a really great surprise for him, but I'm not going to tell you guys because he sometimes watches these videos. So just in case. I'll be sure to fill you in later though. Alright, well that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.